Facing more backlash after 3 men accused of leading the 9/11 attacks are now getting life sentences instead of the death penalty. The White House is denying any role in these plea deals. Jennifer Griffin has the latest. She's live out of the Pentagon for us right now with the fallout. What do we know, Jennifer?
Well, Sandra, every president going back to George W. Bush has been stymied as they tried to bring the 9/11 masterminds held at Guantanamo Bay to justice. For the past 20 years, the process has been stalled because much of the evidence was tainted because Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and the others were kept at CIA black sites. Many of their confessions were subject to torture, and there's been an ongoing debate about whether this evidence could be used to secure a conviction either in a military or federal court. National Security Council advisor John Kirby said the president and his team were not told about the plea deal.
This was a decision made by an independent military convening authority inside the military commissions process. The White House was not aware that the deal was in the works. In fact, we weren't even aware that it had been inked until just a couple of days ago.
Next week at Gitmo, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, Walid Ben-Attash, and Mustafa al-Hassawi are expected to plead guilty in exchange for life in prison, avoiding the death penalty. Not everyone is pleased with the deal.
Sheikh Mohammed was one of the architects of the 9/11 attack. Frankly, all of them deserved the death penalty based on what they did and the thousands who were killed as a result of their involvement in 9/11. They deserve the same sentence, frankly, that bin Laden got.
Andrew Ansbro, president of the FDNY Uniformed Firefighters Association, responded, "We are disgusted and disappointed that these three terrorists were given a plea deal and allowed to escape the ultimate justice, while each month 3 more heroes from the FDNY are dying from World Trade Center illnesses." President Biden's goal remains to close Gitmo, according to Kirby. There are 30 prisoners left at Guantanamo Bay. Sandra?
Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon with that for us. Jennifer, thank you. John.
All right, Sandra, the Pentagon just announced moments ago that it plans to boost the U.S. presence in the Middle East as concerns grow over a wider war in the region. All eyes on Iran as it reportedly prepares to attack Israel after a top Hamas leader was killed in Tehran. Israel has not claimed responsibility for that incident. Michael Duran is a senior fellow at the Hudson Institute and director of the Center for Peace and Security in the Middle East, and he joins us now. So Iran seems to be pulling together its proxies, planning possible retaliation. The headline on FoxNews.com said, Iran reportedly convenes terror proxies to plot assassination response. Israel strongly prepared in defense. Hezbollah Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah warned that Israel has crossed, quote, a red line, which seemed to be an indication that something is in the works.
I think that Iran and Hezbollah together have to respond. I can't see how they can take this sitting down. So I think we're in for a very, very bumpy weekend, and there's a potential of this turning into a full-scale war, a regional war.
Right. I mean, in terms of an Iranian response, you would think that it would have to respond to the political leader of Hamas being killed in a guest house that's run by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. I mean, what an embarrassment that is to the regime. But then on the other hand, he was apparently killed, according to reports, by a bomb that was secreted in the guest house months ago. And Israel has not claimed responsibility, so could it have been an inside job? And if Iran responds to something that was an